cheer. Boy, it's Christmas again. All little girls and boys playing with their brand new toys. Wow, inside me that's filled with joy. Boy, it's Christmas again. Oh, oh, sing it with me. Boy, it's Christmas again. Come on, come let me see. Boy, it's Christmas again. Get it.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Yes, indeed, of course, a pleasant good night to all and sundry, east, west, north, south, central, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. Pleasant good day to you. Indeed, of course, the music in the background marks, of course, the commencement of our Christmas season editions. Yes, it also, I want to say, mark a very significant occasion for the corridor transformation as we partner with other institutions or organizations in and around Port of Spain, Laventille, Beetham, Sealats and environs to, of course, bring as far as we can happy and graceful cheer to, of course, in particular the young ones, but more importantly, to whole families as we continue the journey of development, of transformation, of engaging in the paradigm shift that is necessary in order to make certain that behavioral change, standard of living and quality of life is one that all of us not only aspire to but can be proud of. And so, of course, it is our pleasure under the corridor transformation to join with the Shouter Baptist Learning Institute. We also join, of course, with MLIO, the Mobile Laventille Improvement Organization, to, of course, solicit and we endorse soliciting, whether it be for grocery purposes, whether it's for the acquisition of toys, whether it be donation in kind or financial. And I want to thank, of course, NP for responding. I got a call from NP yesterday, Friday, asking, of course, for the bank account of the organization that would have provided the request of that institution to support our Christmas hamper, a toy, and bring a general cheer to the depressed communities sociologically so defined of East Port of Spain, Laventille, Mova, Sealats, etc. I want to thank NP in advance for that. So the number will be submitted on Monday physically in a letter, because I got the call late Friday evening, so I wasn't able, of course, to provide the information because I didn't have it on me. So I want to thank NP and all the other institutions that I'm sure will be responding to the call to bring joy, cheer, and some kind of, I don't want to use the word civility because we are always civilized. We live in a democracy that has rules, regulations, and normative behavior, what we consider to be acceptable in the society. And therefore, our value system must be one where civility is the bottom line. Civility is the bottom line. I want to also thank, of course, that group that asked me to chair or to be the MC for their inauguration. I don't want to guess the name, but I had it here. I had it here earlier. I'm not seeing it. I wonder why. Oh boy, yeah, that one, that one there, that one you just touched. The one that is come here. Yeah, yes. Sorry. Yes, I want to also thank, of course, an organization that was formally launched, and I had the pleasure of doing the honors, both as master of ceremony and making some comments. I want to tell Joshua the next time he is late like this and have to come behind me, he will not come on the set. You have to be early, right? So let's get that discipline going. I will accept if he is leaving the set but not coming on the set when the program has already started. We have to instill discipline in the young people. If not, we are in trouble later down the road. All right? Come around a little more, Joshua. You are out of the picture, and I asked you for some time. Just a minute. I asked you for some time now to make certain that you are in the picture. Otherwise, you will be, of course, doing an exercise in futility. What's the sense that you're supposed to be visual and we can't see you? Visual means to see. That's all. So let us get that straight. Yeah, I had to do it on set so he will understand. No embarrassment, but I want, of course, parents as well to correct their children. That is the purpose for me doing it here. I could have waited until after the program, but no, I'm doing it right here because we have to be able to take charge of those that we were blessed with to bring into this world, and therefore we must leave the world with knowing full well that they are well trained, well brought up, and they can make their contribution to, of course, society, their families, etc. Right? The other organization, as I said, is an organization called Kanak Titi. It's the Kanak stands for Community Advocates for Native Neotropical, and I had a little research done on that because I didn't know what neotropical meant. But neotropical animal conservation of Trinidad and Tobago. So it's Trinidad and Tobago, but it's conversation of conservation of wild animals. And of course, I'll tell you a little more about what is considered to be neotropical. It's something new to me. I didn't know it existed before, but when I saw Dr. This and expertise like Ivan Lachlan, name that is associated synonymously for many years with the environment, and of course you will know him famous for the Susulan initiative, where of course people were getting land almost at peppercorn price to build affordable homes and so on. Of course, all of that is part and parcel of the environmental thrust, and of course, you do not want to invade the habitat of course, animals, and even if you want to call that plants, because of course, plants have a habitat as well, meaning a place to live. That being as it may, of course, let me welcome, of course, Joshua on the set. A pleasant good night to you, Joshua, my son, and of course, I know that you have a lot to tell us. We weren't on Thursday, as you know, and I will tell you a little later as to when we will not be on as well, because of a special assignment. I cannot afford to talk about it, simply because there is a security matter attached to it, and therefore Andy and I would be engaged, of course, elsewhere, and at this point in time it has to be a secret, let me put it that way. But that means, as it may, of course, welcome Joshua, and let's hear what your introductory remarks are after you would have said a pleasant good night to all and sundry.
Good night, everybody. Oh no, wait.
Yes.
I just feeling I kind of like saying that slime in the chat because I, d- I feel that kind of person that slime in the chat because they have something that he always saying. I don't like him because he always in the chat. So let me
Okay, well, don't repeat it. Don't repeat it. Ignore that. Ignore that. Right? If he said something that is worth repeating, fine. But if it isn't worth repeating because it is obnoxious, it is rude, it is lewd, and demonstrates that the person is inhumane, because of course we have children around, and if it is that the child will be exposed to that, then forget that. Don't bother with that kind of comment. But go ahead and make your substantive, alternative, I should say, remarks, introductory remarks. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, when the reason why I was so late is because I went to get something very special that I don't see these days at all.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay, I'll accept that. Go ahead.
So the reason why I was late is because I went. It's a little surprise. You know what it is.
All right. Well, let me.
I want to get more of it.
More what? Oh, I see. I go ahead. It appears that they engage in some collection, but go ahead, some kind of collection. But go ahead.
Okay.
All right. I ain't go let it out.
Remember the old time money paper thing? Well, I have it. If you never see it before, look at it. I have 100 and some $5 and $5.
Let me see that. Oh, he has what is called the cut notes. He has a cut note here, $100 bill. I see $100 mark on it. Hold that. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cut notes as well. But of course, of the $1 red $1 bills. That was of the cotton. You know, we moved from cotton to polymer. And of course, there's a story that is questionable behind the transfer, especially of the $100 bill, because we know the former government has always demonstrated that there is always something sinister behind their conduct. Of course, tonight I may have to talk about it because Joshua wants his full hour and a half on the program. Who wouldn't be here tonight, Joshua? Maya would not be here tonight. But Maya, of course, hi to you. Joshua will send hi as well. Hi, Maya. We missed you, but of course, I know that you have exam coming up, and therefore that is priority now for you. I suppose when Joshua's time reaches, he will now have to, of course, be less present on the program. If I can get him off, because
it's only 2 more years.
Only 2 more years. But the fact is that time will reach. But having regard to the way how he likes to come on the program, I don't think that might be anytime soon on the cards to get him off the program on a Saturday. However, of course, we will try to do some of his work on the program itself as well, so he doesn't miss, of course, his studies or miss out on work that he was supposed to do for the purposes of preparing himself for the C exam. Yes, Maya is preparing for the C exam. All right, so that being as anything else that you want to share with us?
Well, if you have a old $100, which some old folks may have, if you see it's have a line going down like right here, like to right here, and you could see, and it has some letters marked up on it. It's a 100 TTBC. Trinidad and Tobago.
You sure? BC go be Trinidad and Tobago. So that is what? Where the BC is? All right, well, of course, you know, all these notes have security features, and that might have been a security feature. I have not really delved into the security features of any one of the notes for that matter, but since he brought it up, I had to respond, and that to me might be one of the security features of the old $100 note Trinidad and Tobago's dollar note. However, of course, we have new features. We have, I think, the pan is supposed to be replaced by the emblem, Trinidad and Tobago emblem. We have that on the cards, if not yet there. And of course, there was the whole question of the material itself, called polymer, that they say is more durable, cannot be destroyed as easily as the cotton note that was the material that was used to produce those old notes that Joshua has, two of which in his hand, the $100 bill and the $20 bill. Any other thing that you want to share with us at this time?
Today I had two of these hundreds. I have one of the 100 now. My friend had 30 in the singles.
All right, but what's the purpose of collecting them, by the way?
So me and my friend had a kind of idea.
Yeah,
I think people who never see that before, I think they'll pay money to see it.
Oh, it's a business. Oh, it's a business.
So now you know why I was.
Yeah, we have some young businessmen around. It's not here alone, About 3 of them, and they came frantic.
No, the younger one.
Uh-huh.
The shorter one is.
The shortest one.
The shortest one, he wasn't going to drive because for some reason he ripped it.
You repeat? All right, okay. So I gave them. I had about 500 in my wallet. I carry around, hoping that someday the exchange restrictions would be lifted, so I could get back. But I know it's a exercise in futility. So when they came and they said that they would like to see it, I thought it was for some educational purpose. So I gave them 300 of the 500 that I had in my wallet. I want to say, however, that I cannot take away the fact that here it is that you have some young budding entrepreneurs, because here it is they're looking for these notes so that they could, I suppose, engage in some kind of business opportunity to ask people to pay the current viable notes to see the old ones. I think that's a fantastic idea, don't you? Of course, I know that some of you will be commenting on that, I'm sure, because that seemed to me a very unique niche opportunity for 10-year-olds, and I think the others might be younger than you.
Yep.
Right. So you have some younger ones, yes, maybe 7, maybe 5, and so on, engaging in this kind of venture, let me put it that way, business. Yes. But go ahead, let me hear a little more about that. The idea and the background to it.
You sound like you're sick today.
So what?
You sound like you're sick today.
I sound like I'm sick today. All right, no, I'm not, but go ahead. A bit tired, yes. Okay, a bit tired. But go ahead, let's say the reason for that business idea that you all came up with, utilizing the old money that has been discarded, and they're looking for it all over the place. Go ahead.
So, the plan was to get all the old money we could find, just so we can scrape off a little bit of money from anybody.
Just say excuse and continue. Yes. Excuse me. Say excuse me and then continue.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, in case any tourists or anything come over to see, I would just ask them to kindly pay to see the old generation of dollars.
All right. Wow. And they have the lyrics to go with it, to the old generation of dollars. All right. So only expect what? TT money or US money as well, because you talk about tourists.
Both.
Oh, both.
I'm more expecting US money.
You're expecting US money? Well,
if I get US 100 for all US, no, what am I talking about? I US 100 for all TT 100.
What? All that money for 100? Old TT 100?
You know how much money I can get from that account?
Wow. So they have great expectations. Because so you're selling the money too at the same time. So you're not just to see it. Or you're selling the old money as well, right?
I was scraping some money off him to see it, but I was still.
Oh, that's why you was asking me for the rest of the money that I had in my wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So they are selling the old cut notes to tourists and anybody, I suppose, from what I'm hearing, that is prepared, of course, to buy it because they want to keep it for nostalgic or for historical purposes. I think that's a pretty good idea. The concept is solid, in my view. But go ahead. Let's say a little more about it.
So, okay. So,
Uh-huh.
before,
Yeah.
I have a little bit of tricks.
Okay. Let's say.
So, you know what I do?
What's that?
When people come to see the old 100, I'm gonna say you wanna see it at the $5 to see it.
Oh, $5 to see it.
But if you want to buy it,
Uh-huh.
$20.
Oh, 20 then. All right. So it's not 100 US for the old 100 TT. So it's $20 to buy the TT. Why you went down, or why you fix the purchasing price of
No, I trying to say is $20 to see these singles. Yeah, I am very expensive. I don't really understand my old.
Oh, you're gonna to see the single is $5. To see the 100 is what? Or is it the same price?
To see the 100 is $50 to see it, and to buy it
Uh-huh.
$150.
And to buy it is $150. All right, okay. And with respect to the single dollar, to see it is $5, and to buy it is how much? 20.
Yeah.
Oh, I
but
see.
I'm most likely to see it.
Yeah.
I'll pay to 10, and to buy it is 30.
To buy it is 30, so you up the price. All right, okay. All right, I hear you. Well, that's the price that they set it at, and you can't vex with them for that.
Somebody
Uh-huh.
in the chat might have answered my question.
All right, go ahead. What's the question?
They say TTCB, Trinidad and Tobago Central Bank.
Yeah, that's right. TTCB, yeah. Trinidad and Tobago Central Bank, that's right. Thanks very much, caller. And it shows that the people are really, really into your idea.
And now get back, you say anything, don't want to go back down.
All right. So people, you can continue to make your comments on the idea, the business idea that that materialized out of these young people, and you had to encourage them. So of course, if it was me, for example, and I'm a tourist certainly, and I have US money lying around, I would certainly, of course, patronize or support it. I hope they have enough old cut notes to continue with that venture. That's all I'm hoping. So those of you who have some lying around, well, you heard Joshua and the idea for a business where they can, of course, use the old notes as souvenir, targeting, of course, tourists and others who may wish or who have this urge to maybe frame up old one to say where we were because it has a lot of history in it, etc. I ain't preempting anything and I ain't encouraging anything. I just trying to relate what I understand if I'm a person who did not have the idea. Go ahead, Joshua.
I had to read.
All right, go ahead. Yes, you have an announcement to make as well.
Until we have notes.
Yeah.
Well, of course we know that. So I gotta read mine first, you read yours after because it might make a lot of sense after. You see it?
Okay.
Condolences to Auntie Gita and her family and friends of Uncle Clement. We love and miss you.
Yes, indeed. Well, of course, that is Mr. Tagarigua, which, of course, we dedicated last Thursday's program to. And I want to say, of course, that continues. My understanding is we got communication from his wife, his bereaved wife at this point in time. when the funeral service will be held on Tuesday of next week. So once again, of course, on behalf of the entire team on the corridor transformation, that of the ground report as well, our condolences go out, and we continue, of course, to mourn in, well, he would prefer it to be in celebration of his life. And while, of course, life is important, we know that death also is part and parcel of that process. And therefore, whilst we at many times cannot come to terms with that reality when it strikes, but the fact is, those of us who are living, at least who remain living, that is a reality, and therefore we have to, of course, accept that. All right, I think I may have a clip to, of course, symbolize and to, of course, jog your memory as to who Mr. Tangariga would have been. Of course, yes, his name, his real name, we will be able to give his name now that we got the consent from the family. What's his first name? I know his surname is Clement. Any Clement, I believe. Anyhow, we will find out. That's all you know as well.
I just used to call him uncle.
Yeah, but would you fond of him? You grew up. I know that just before his demise, on timely departure, you were asking me and Mommy, of course, to take you to them, and you call them a particular name. I think it's uncle or something like that. Give us that that experience that you would have had with respect to Uncle deceased Clement. Yeah.
No, I never say that.
Oh, huh?
Never say deceased.
No, I say deceased because he's now deceased. He's dead. That's why I say deceased. But go ahead.
Well, Thursday is only Friday or Thursday, I find out.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday, yes. I didn't want to tell him even though I knew it Thursday, but I know that it would have been traumatized, but his mother told him, so I saw him coming from a particular area of the building in tears. I didn't know that she would have told him, but she did, and he was traumatized. But go ahead, you give your own experience.
I just want to say one thing. Most of the time, you know what? Since that,
Yeah.
I will say something now.
Go ahead. Let me hear.
Even though it was traumatizing, it was okay, but Daddy was by desk, he just watch me and say, oh gosh, he tell mommy not to tell me. And
Yeah.
then after, I would like to say one thing. Daddy don't need his computer unless he going somewhere.
All right, people, of course, we learned that, of course, the funeral will take place on Tuesday, as I said, from 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., and it will be at the Belgrove's Twin City. So those of you who would like to pay your last respects to the late, great, as far as I'm concerned, contributor to both the corridor transformation and the ground report, Mr. Tangariga, but his name is Mr. Clement, is Mr. Clement still, I suppose the name doesn't go with the passing. Well, of course, you can do that. Any other thing that you want to refer to as far as any one of the issues that you would have raised earlier? Let me see if I get that clip with him speaking. I think we have something on it. Go ahead. You could talk in the meantime, Joshua.
Okay, so I just wondering if I could, I will sell this $100 and make a lot of money off of this. I will make a lot of money off of this because plenty people will see this. Even the babies to come over and grow up and things, they will get to see this. As long as I did. Or my friend did.
Right. Well, one thing I can say, they're passionate about the idea. And that is what you want. You want fire, you want excitement, you want enthusiasm, you want stick-to-itiveness, you want commitment, you want dedication. Well, I can feel it. I can feel it here in studio. I'm sure that you too can feel it as well. Even though for some it might be pie in the sky, but of course they believe that plenty people will, of course, pay to see that old note, that old cut note, whether it be 100. And I suppose after tonight, people might be offering their $5 bills and their $10 bills, old ones, so as to support the venture. And that Joshua and his friends, well, his friends or friend, I should say, what's it? His friend, have come up with as a business idea.
It's only me come up with a hand, he just want to follow it.
Oh, I see. Well, right. So the person who came up with the idea, of course, is Joshua, and I'm sure that some of you may wish to support his venture. I think it didn't cost you anything, but it's how you're going to get it. I suppose we may have to come and collect it if you are in Trinidad, but if you are abroad, then you might have to use FedEx or something like that to get it to us, or post it in the normal mail. I suppose that will be cheaper, and post it, of course, to the corridor transformation. We will give you, of course, the address. And let me just help him out here. It's 55 George Street, Port of Spain. 55 George Street, Port of Spain, Trinidad, West Indies. If you are abroad and you have in your possession some old cut notes that you would like to donate or contribute to the business venture of Joshua and his colleague. All right, that's the best I can say. I'm looking in the meantime, of course, for the voice, the video of a video voice of the late Mr. Clement, better known to us and emotionally as well as significantly known as Mr. Tagarigua. So the computer is taking its time to find it. Let me see, let me put in some more information. But I know that we did it. And I'm not getting it. All right, let me just try on something else. Yes. So in the meantime, of course, we have the whole question of the educational aspect of it. Don't forget, of course, let's go straight to the classroom one time. Joshua looking like this, like if he has on a shades for a little while there. Yeah, I suppose the colors would have clashed in the background there on the blackboard. I wanted, of course, to deal with the last time we dealt with, of course, not the days of the week, but the months of the year, and how you get day and night. The Earth is spinning around its axis. The axis is a real line or imaginary line, Joshua?
What?
The axis, when the Earth spins around its axis for 24 hours, and then you have, of course, it's imaginary, yes. And is the journey or the orbit around the sun in 365 days, is it imaginary as well, or is it real? It's real, right? Yes, it's a real orbit, a real circle. It does that in all reality. What do you call something that is man-made?
Man-made?
Yeah, when man make it as opposed to nature. You know, man doesn't make the trees and the animals and so on that we see.
They just call it man-made?
Man-made, all right.
No, serious.
It have have another name for it?
Nope.
If somebody asks, well, what do you call it, means that there must be that there's some other name for it. So of course it's called synthetic, right? Man-made, synthetic, or artificial. Artificial, not natural, right? Yeah. All right. So that's that. Tonight, of course, let's look at the seasons. Trying to get a video as well for that, and to, of course, look at the. Whilst we are waiting for that voice of that unique voice of of the late Mr. Tagarigua. Let me see if I can get. You have something else you want to share with us?
You never really teach me how to say. Oh no, wait, before that. You know the days of the week.
Days of the week?
Yeah. In Spanish.
No, I don't. No. Right. So,
Well, that's what I know.
so you can tell me. Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we starting from Monday and end with Sunday,
All right.
right? So this is just like the normal thing. I don't wanna say this is that and that is this. I will say after I say that, but by the time if all it could you know, well if all it could like think like I talk in English. Yeah, like that. Okay, so lunes, martes, Michaelis, Michael,
Go ahead. That means you say that me. I don't know what you're talking about. So you go ahead. Yes.
Jueves, Jueves,
Mm-hmm.
Sábado, Domingo.
What? All right. Repeat it again because I don't know it at all. So I'm not going to claim that I know something when I don't. And nobody knows everything. I remember Joshua. Somebody was saying, there's a political party called the PNM, and they were saying that the leader, the founding father of that party, and our nation as well, to be frank, because he was the first prime minister and premier, he said that they said that he was the third brightest man in the world. So I say, well, if he's the third brightest man in the world, then he almost know everything. So whilst I was in school, in Form 3, I was in secondary school at the time, I said, well, I would like to meet this man. So they asked me for what? I said, I want to ask him one question. Since he's the third brightest man in the world. I say, well, they say what? I say, well, I want to ask him, what is my mother's name? Because he's so bright, he's supposed to know that.
You tell me that joke already.
I tell you that.
You tell me that over 1,000 times.
Over 1,000 times. All right, okay. Well, I'm sure that those who did hear it.
I have a joke fair. I have a joke
Yeah,
fair.
go ahead, let me hear.
What they call a cow with no legs.
Cow with no legs?
Yeah. Ground beef.
What?
Ground beef.
Ground beef. You see, you didn't even give me a chance to guess because I would have said a legless cow.
Yeah, I know you can't say that.
All right. Okay, so ground beef because it has no legs, so it is on the ground. I hear you. All right. Let me look at. I'm still looking for the video that we created.
That video is taking very long.
Yeah, it's taking some time, but we'll get there. Let me see what this is. This is Christmas. No, don't want that.
Wait.
Let me see.
But by the time it's loaded, you can play the song I had to sing Friday.
Oh yeah, what's that song?
Congo.
Congo.
Yes, you have it?
By whom? That's the song that was playing earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. We have a caller. Yes, sorry about that. We want to engage the calls. You can make your calls. A pleasant good night. Welcome.
And Maya and her grandparents. I don't know if I make it nice, so.
Speak a little louder, caller.
Oh, I started off to Maya and her grandparents.
Oh, okay.
I also want to say condolences to Miss Gita and her entire family.
All right.
Oh my God, it's really hard to know that Mr. Clemens was gone. You know, as anyone in his life, they had no children, so they had animals, you know. Yeah, I remember he had 2 dogs, and then he ended up with one of the dogs passed away, so he put a cat and a dog. One of the dogs had remained back. And my fond memory of Mr. Summers was when we go to him, I go because he all his money, whatever it is, and he would go well, I would say all, but she would quarrel about it, right? And she would say this lad, this clever, he take it on him going, and he feeding these pigeons and doves. But
Yeah, you're the lover of animals. Yes, yes. Yeah.
And then after, when he would go to this particular bakery, and when we looked at pork and bags, a bread and all kind of things, and he would buy feed as well. So he would feed all it wasn't pigeons, well, it was the doves, and then he would get around. It was hundreds of pigeons between the yard. Also, she would like to say, only nothing up all over the place, and I had seen it. It has some, I mean, at times too, it has
Yeah,
some.
he's an animal lover, no doubt. He was, yes, yes.
Some neighbor chickens in the back of the yard.
All right.
In drain. And he used to go and feed them.
All right.
He was up seeing some kittens and all kinds of things. Wherever he see
Yes.
animals, he was looking for.
So he was also a rescuer of endangered animals.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
So,
okay. All right. Well, thanks very much. Yeah, for that input.
So he had the field hat.
Okay.
You know, so those some like history, and I remember him with that kind of happy. I know some people don't like animals. So
Yeah.
it was really nice of him and his wife. You know,
Okay.
that they
Thank
have
you.
love for nature and people like that.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Well, people, of course, the line is open, 337-6940. You can call us now on whatever topic at this point in time. But, of course, we would like to keep it in the vein, knowing full well that, of course, this is the children's corner, if you want to call it that, and therefore keep it clean. But, of course, focus on what we are attempting to do to improve the quality of life of the children of the nation.
Would you like?
Listen. Perhaps we have lost that one. All right, we have lost that one. Yeah, so of course, keep it clean, and we will, of course, accommodate your comments. 337-6940, 337-6940. Don't forget, of course, this also marks the commencement of our Christmas drive to make cheer and merriment and bring it, of course, to the less fortunate in the society. Of course, and the focus is around East Port of Spain, Laventil, Beetham, Sealats, etc., in order to treat with, of course, the Yuletide season, so to speak. All right, I'm trying to get some information here, but in the meantime, of course, just to also keep in line with what Joshua was saying in terms of the Spanish.
Jack Cartman!
In Spanish, because,
There's this song we used to use.
all right. Let me see if I can get it up. Let me
My
see if I
name
get
is
it up.
Sonia. Let's sing the 7 days of the week in Spanish. 7 días de la semana. 7 days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In Spanish. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. 7
yes, indeed, of course. Let me add again, Joshua, because I mean, many of us who are not familiar with the language will certainly, of course, appreciate the fact that, and I want to tell you this, that we in Trinidad have no choice for two reasons. One, because of the invasion of the Venezuelans into our country, because of what is happening in their own country, they have migrated here, and therefore we have to be able to communicate. We have a duty and responsibility to, of course, learn Spanish, even though, of course, I have not yet started, but certainly with this situation here tonight, I have to. But the fact is that we have a duty, and it is almost impossible to ignore. And secondly, there is a massive multi-million population just south of us in South America, and let's say east of us, yes, east of us, Central America. So the entire Central America and South America, millions of people. What does that mean? It means there's a market. But why we do not do business with them? The language barrier is the issue, and it's one language, Spanish. And if they are in the majority, vast millions of people, we could pull it up and we'll see the population of South America, for example. You will see it's hundreds of millions of people. Then if we get 1 million of them to, of course, take up Joshua's idea of charging a fee to look at Trinidad and Tobago's old dollar, you know he's a millionaire tomorrow. Millionaire tomorrow. That's all. Let's just go to Google and find out what's the population of South America. What is the population? Tell us. What's the population of South America?
The current population of South America is approximately 439 million people as of late 2025.
439 people. 439 million people, sorry.
Time.
439. We are just a mere 1.5 thereabout. 439 million people
As of
in
the
South America. So all he has to get is 1 million of them to contribute. The point I am making is that we are living in a place that is the doorstep to South America. I ain't talking Central America yet. And here it is. Here it is. We don't do any business with them because of the language. So we need to be able to learn the language, package things in Spanish, because they're in the majority. There's no imperative for them to learn English. Because we are just 1.5. But if it's 339 million in South America, then we have a duty to learn Spanish. So much so, I can tell you something, recognizing that a very long time ago. And when, of course, there was good relationship between, of course, Venezuela and Trinidad and Tobago, I did, in fact, start an initiative during the August vacation to have some conversational or practical Spanish course program at the Venezuelan embassy. Yeah. But, of course, there are other Spanish-speaking representatives in the country, and I'll be pursuing that because I think we need to understand that if for only conversational purposes, that we need to be able to engage our Latin American, or should I say Spanish-speaking colleagues. Let's go to the...
Somebody say when Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
All right. As I mentioned that, I remember a calypso with saying that they're talking Spanish, but I'll tell you in a while. Pleasant good night. Welcome to the corridor. Pleasant good night. Welcome to the corridor. No, the person seems to be still on. Pleasant good night. Welcome to the corridor. Let me see if the system itself is up and running. No, it's not. Let me just... oh, yeah. Ken, you want to call back? Call back. And let me see if I can get you on the system itself. All right. Sometimes that happens, you know, no, Murphy's Law.
The WhatsApp at Gray.
When something has to go wrong, it will at the worst possible time. All right. So that is up and running. Last time I saw it cutting off unplanned. Let's see. I think we have corrected that issue. So let me see if it's going to engage. Let me give it a little time. Ah, boy, oh boy. Right, good, yes. It's going, boy. I'm getting the same problem. So let's go to the handset. A pleasant good night. Sorry about that, but right, yeah, I hear you better now. Yes, go ahead. I hear you better now.
Good night, Joshua. See you there.
Yeah, yes.
Good night.
Good night, Joshua. I see you learning Spanish, man.
You say you see a little Spanish.
Yeah.
Thanks. I actually learned that a long time ago.
Lennox,
Yes.
well, I have a correction to make.
Uh-huh.
There was teaching Spanish long time ago in Finland. Because when I was in college,
Uh-huh.
I learned Spanish in school. I was one of my subjects.
All right, okay, well that wasn't something that I liked. But yeah, I got an exposure in secondary school as well. But I didn't like it. I know a few words, but not, I wouldn't boast about, you know,
I
being...
speak, but I forget. I forget, but now I'm picking it up.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, talking about that.
Yeah.
Joshua, you know what it is? I is in Lennox, Texas, the border of Mexico.
The what?
I'm in the border of Mexico right now.
Oh, you're in the border of Mexico.
Mexico.
All right. You know, use a mover. I think the term is a nomad, where you move from place to place.
So, right now I'm in Lennox, Texas. Everybody's Spanish here.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because the border is closer to Mexico. Yeah.
Now in Texas, that's
I'll be right back. I need to use the toilet.
So the big
All
in
right.
my
Go ahead.
United States,
Go ahead.
part of the United States, when
Yeah.
the border of
Okay.
Mexico.
Yes.
Everybody speaks Spanish here.
Yeah.
They don't speak English, but it's not a Spanish.
Okay. Yeah. Well, one
I'm
expects
right on
that.
the border,
One
right on the-
expects
right
that.
on the border.
Yeah, so close to the border of Mexico. One expects that. Yes. All right. Yes.
Well, Mexico, I just like a Latino.
Yeah. All right. He just went to do what we cannot do for him.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Thanks.
Lennox, when
Yeah.
you're going over, Lennox, listen, when you're going over again, I talk about.
Yes. But of course, from tomorrow, I will be making the announcement. We will not have a corridor no Monday, no until further notice on the ground report as well. We are doing so for security reasons. We don't want to expose ourselves.
Yeah, I know about
Yeah.
that. I just want to tell you when, but just that.
Yeah. So if you, we will put up the appropriate notices on both platforms, and because we don't want to say when we are leaving nor when we are returning.
No, I don't want to know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't know that, you know.
But rest assured, it will be a short trip, so that we don't want to have you miss us for too long. All right?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay then. Bye bye. So people, of course, I've let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, in terms of no program from tomorrow on the corridor transformation, and none as well on Monday, or from Monday I should say, on the ground report. Trying my best at thinking not to give information that might jeopardize any security issue wherever we may be. All right? So we will put up the appropriate notices, and those of you who are capable of using your common sense will then, of course, be
Okay.
logically say what the situation is. But for security purposes, let me just say that. Let's go back to, of course, the days of the week again in Spanish.
Gosh.
Hi, my name is Sonia, Let's sing the 7 days of the week in Spanish. 7 días de la semana. 7 days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In Spanish. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. 7
Joshua, it's your turn now. Am I here? Yeah.
Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo.
Very good, man.
And for it is días de la semana. I already know that.
Días what?
Días de la semana.
What I mean?
Days of the week in Spanish.
Days of the week in Spanish. All right. Repeat that so that the audience and your friends out there and those students who are engaged in that act, who are engaged right now, could at least they'll have the opportunity to they have the benefit of the program to engage at their convenience after, of course. But let's just get it again tonight.
Días de la semana.
All right.
So the days of the week in Spanish.
In Spanish, right? Great. All right. So that being as of course, once again, people, of course, the line is open. On a Saturday, I think we should a day like today. We are supposed to be going up to 9:30, but we'll go up to 9:15. Don't forget, of course, there is no program tomorrow. From tomorrow, let me put it that way, until we return from our venture in another place, so to speak. All right, we're not going to say anything more, and of course, the ground report, there will be no ground report from Monday as well. All right. So, but of course, we will put up the appropriate notice, none until further notice, that kind of thing. We don't want to alert anyone, right? Unnecessarily.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
but,
go ahead.
What they call it? I don't know what video is that, but please don't let me. I don't know.
You were saying?
Monday, it's having. Well, I want to tell everybody who like movie town from this Monday, just this Monday, all the movies is $10. $10.
He's so happy to sit and show long the mic, but that's all right.
So
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yes. But stay in the picture, please.
You could carry me.
Yeah, you have a question? What?
You could carry me movie town.
Well, I did make a statement. I did talk to you privately on that. We'll see how it goes. If it's Monday is school. The possibility of tests exists. I want to be satisfied that you are doing your revision. And of course, and then you also stay in the picture. And if you continue to stay out of the picture, all of that will be part of determining whether you go or not. But more importantly, don't forget that the library books that are supposed to be returned, that you go to the library on Monday and return those books that you would have borrowed, and you take new books to continue, of course, your reading exercises. All right, and all of those are factors. You see, I believe in the old saying, there could be no gain without pain. And if it is that you are prepared to work hard, you're prepared to make the necessary sacrifice, then of course you ought to be rewarded. It's only then reward should come. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
This is the week after this week after this week.
Doesn't matter. I must be satisfied that you are focusing on revision. Let me repeat again, that you return your library books and take new books, and that you are engaged in preparation for the inevitable or the exam that must come at the end of the week. So that is irrelevant. What is important is that I must be satisfied, and I'm speaking on behalf of parents out there as well, that you do not reward them for reward's sake. A reward is always because of some task that was completed. Some task that was completed or to your satisfaction. All right? So I'm engaging and I'm beseeching parents to pay attention to your child's activities, particularly those school activities that ultimately will determine and make you proud or make you disappointed based on their performance at the levels at which they would have been qualified so to be, whether it's the exam, whether it be class exam, whether it be end of term tests, whether it be end of week tests. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. And they're giving up assignments. I am not satisfied, for example, that we had to rush the last assignment that Joshua had. I'm telling you, we had to rush to get it ready on time. Even though when he came, by that time, he had about 2 weeks to finish it, to complete it. It did not happen. And of course, we had to rush to complete it in order for him to get, of course, the marks that he could get or would have gotten. Other than that, there would have been no marks at all if he did not do it. Yep. So they must complete their assignments, and we have a duty at home to monitor and to check and to encourage. Yes, you were saying something?
Well, the hand gestures was shaking up the table and the clock almost fallen.
Oh, I see. The clock always fallen, right?
That what I was doing too.
All right, okay. So my hand was, all right, so let me keep my hands off the desk and make my gestures. I love to make gestures. In fact, I think I was making a gesture like this, talking to someone. Talking to someone, a credit union person, and they said, stop pointing my hand in the face. And they said, no, it's want to talk, right? So some people are intimidated. Some people see it as rude. But of course, I see it as many orators do. They use gestures to emphasize. It is called body language. Body language to emphasize. Like when Joshua did just something on air that I like, I say, well done, well done, well done. That's the kind of
I wonder if they tell
assistance the body language does. Go ahead.
I wonder if they tell news reporters that want to do it now.
Yes, I do as well. When I have a chance to talk to the reporters, I will make gestures as well. And if you look at many of the public speakers, you see that the Prime Minister does it. The people like ministers do it as well. It's very difficult to keep calm when you want to emphasize a particular point, and when you want to make certain that people understand what you have to say. Sometimes you do that. That's part and parcel of the human understanding of where you are and what you are trying to convey. Yes, indeed. In fact, I got some commendations today from the organizers of that function that I had the opportunity to be the master of ceremonies. The Kanak Titi, that wildlife, Trinidad and Tobago Wildlife Preservation entity that was launched on Friday. And they said that they would love for me to be at all of their functions because of the way that I handled the entire exercise. Well, of course, we will look at that because the person who encouraged me, and I wanted to say hello to her, Miss Listra Penny, a giant of a person, and I told them there in no uncertain terms that it's only Penny could have gotten me at such short notice to come here to, of course, do the task that I was asked to do. And, of course, clearly, from all indicators, that it was a job well done, so much so that she told me even her best skeptic, because they said that that exercise would not have come off, and they were doubtful. Well, they had to come and apologize to her that it was so successfully executed. Yes, in the presence of the media as well. All right, so commendation to you, Miss Penny, and of course those members and enthusiasts of Kanak TT. I want to say and add my own congratulations and my best wishes for a successful organization dealing, of course, with the preservation of Trinidad and Tobago's wildlife, particularly on the North Coast. Of course, the term I will talk about it sometime in the future. The neotropical animals. There's a specific term, specific region of the earth, and I think it has tremendous potential because it's about sustainable development. It's about preserving our fauna and flora, meaning that our animals and plants for future generations. You notice Joshua has in a real sense taken up that task, but he converted it into a business. Well, many of the people in that function was talking about making sure that the animals are preserved yet, but you must be able to do a business with it as well. So not just to eat, but to show them it. So he has decided to collect all Trinidad and Tobago dollars and make money with it. So while of course the dollar cannot move and breed like animals, but certainly the principle is common in that he has taken something that people has cast away and turned it into a valuable project to make money. Well, some people may not see animals, including of course ant and other insects, as valuable, and then they try to discard them, kill them out with insecticides and so on, forgetting of course that we are doing a disservice to not only them but to our own self, because there is something called the food chain, and we will discuss all of that later down the road. Joshua, go ahead.
I want to say this, right?
Uh-huh.
When I went to the science, food chain, I think also to fill the food chain, I think.
Yeah, you can, social studies will have some element of the food chain because it has some biology in it, it has some other sciences in it, but basically it's about human beings and their existence and their relationship to each other. So they call it social studies, yeah.
So, let me put it this way, is like this.
Uh-huh.
Is, so is algae,
Uh-huh.
fish eating algae,
Right, very good.
right? Fish eating algae, shark eating fish.
Uh-huh.
That's why I put my spirited stickers and fish. No, and the shark, the seal eat the shark.
And the what? And the seals eat the shark. Yeah.
That's why I say.
Yeah.
But me say I wrong.
Me say wrong?
Me say,
What she said is the correct thing.
me say the shark should be where the seal is.
So the shark will eat the seals?
Yeah.
Uh,
Why not making no sense?
all right. I see where you're coming from because, you know, Mrs. Right, and yet still, of course, you are right. Because in some instance, well, strictly speaking, well, the shark will be at the top of the chain. Yeah, the shark will be the last person. So therefore, remember the algae first, and then the fish will eat the algae, and then of course, bigger fishes will eat the smaller ones, and the man that remains to the top. Like take for instance, all right, maybe if you had said, for example, human beings, you say human beings eat the shark, and therefore we will be at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, well, the shark will eat me too.
Yeah, but under abnormal circumstance, if you're in the water, but normally when we're in the water, we go there to catch them. Them don't catch us.
Yeah, but if
They don't come on land to catch us, but we go in the water and catch them and eat them.
Yeah,
right? So we are at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, but if we go in the water to catch them, I would them catch me in the water instead.
Well, in that case, they are at the top of the food chain because they will eat you. Right?
Every time I check the top of the food chain,
Yeah.
it's plants.
The top of the food chain is plants.
So how much is that from?
No, algae is considered plants. So let's take the animal kingdom for example. Let's use an example. Let's take the lion, right? Even though of course man is always at the top because we could kill the lion, etc. Even though we may not use it for food. But let's look at that. In order for the lion to get food, what he has to do? Catch what?
Hunt.
He had to hunt for animals that he could control, like what, like deers, for example. Huh?
Yeah, but if it was
And the deer eat what? That's the point I'm making.
grass,
The deer eat, right? You see where I'm coming from? So plants are at the lowest end of the food chain. So something will eat the grass, and that which eats the grass, something will eat that. And of course, the lion is the master in all of that because he's at the top of the food chain. Nobody could beat him or want to eat him, except of course it's human beings. Go
I
ahead.
thought the top of the food chain was up here.
Yeah, at the top, the grass down here, and then of course the deer will eat the grass.
Yeah, but
The lion will eat the deer, and of course,
me see that the
go ahead.
me see that
Mhm.
the plant is top of the food chain. Though.
No,
Yeah.
Miss could never tell
You
you.
know how?
You misunderstood.
You
Go ahead,
see
let me-
that? You know me see that?
Right.
Look what I'm going to catch it.
Go ahead.
Plants,
Mm-hmm.
no. Herbivores
Herbivores, all right,
need
okay.
plants to survive,
Yeah,
and carnivores need herbivores to survive.
right. Yeah, but who eat who first?
The herbivore eat the grass.
That's right. So grass is the first level, and therefore it is the basic, it is the lowest part of the food chain. As one species eats another, the one that eats the other is put at a higher level, and then of course the one that eats everything in a sense, plants, the other herbivore, etc., and of course the carnivore eats the herbivore. Incidentally, what's a herbivore?
Herbivores animal that eat grass.
That eat plants generally, because not grass alone, because grass alone is not plant, right? So they eat plants, right? And what's a carnivore?
A carnivore is something that eat meat.
A what?
Eat meat.
Something? Give me more specific, now, man.
A carnivore is something that eat meat.
Something you say. I don't want to hear the word something. What eat meat?
A carnivore is an animal or
That's right. Animal, right, that eat meat. That, a good day. Whatever something. All right, right, students? Animal that eats meat, right, is called a carnivore, right? All right, and of course, you have those that eat both meat and plants. Where you call them? Yes, let me hear.
well, wait, let me get a chance to say.
Oh, I just want to go ahead, think, because the program is yours, so we could think a little bit. Yeah, you have the time. We just have about 2 more minutes, though.
So what?
To end, we just always have past 9. Uh-huh. Both plants and animals. Yes. Animals that eat both plants and animals are called
Omnivore.
omnivores. That's right. Yes, omnivores. All right. You're thinking cap, though a bit lengthy, but it turned out to be the correct answer, therefore the proper use of. All right. So yes. So you have carnivores, you have herbivores, plants and animals that eat plants, and of course carnivores, animals that eat animals, and then you have omnivores, where there are animals that eat both plants and animals. All right,
I see myself in
and you know, maybe another term we might want to want to put into the equation as well, want to in this discussion.
Why?
What about animals that eat their own kind? What do you call that?
Cannibals.
Cannibals. That's right. Yes. Cannibals. They are certainly true animals if they can eat their own kind, right? So they are cannibals. Yes. Well done, son. All right. Any questions out there? Check the chat and see what is happening there before we make our departure.
Talk about slimy.
Yeah, forget slimy, as I said. Do not bother with that. Let me get some other comments. Read something, man.
Joshua can't stay still.
Can't stay still.
That's true, right?
Yeah, I had to be. Yeah, you notice I had to be touching him and but that's typical young fellas of that age. So you had to have them settled in classroom as well. You see, right? Your teachers have a real problem with restless, energetic, young kids, and you know that too in your own environment, in your own family. Go ahead. Any other comment you want to make? Any other comment?
It wasn't time for me to come up already.
Read the comment, please, of your choice.
Joshua, you are training to become a man.
Right. That's one. Anything else?
Joshua, you mean the Monopoly money? Ask the Street Vincent PM raffle.
Raphael. Yeah. But there must be politics in it. I'll ignore that. Go ahead. I'll ignore
I have
that.
nothing to do with politics right now.
Not tomorrow night, people. Sometime in the future we'll put it up, but you'll have to miss us for a little while. As I said, we have an engagement that is top secret, so to speak. Give me one more. Give me one more comment before we make our departure. Just one more. Read it quick now.
I try into the system getting
Okay.
Well,
So many there.
uh,
All right,
to the
people. The mouse is giving a little.
no, I'll just use the
Right.
computer mouse.
Okay.
It'll be better, but shaky but better. Joshua, good night, everyone. Lennox, they put this in front of us like an arm,
Okay.
and after I say comma, and after they put Joshua.
All right. One more quickly, and let's make our departure.
Who will be the chosen? Oh yeah, Trevor then say Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and so on.
Yeah. Stop this. Let me get this joke. There was this calypso. I'm sure many of you remember. We'll end with this. When of course the fellow said that they had some problems and they went to Venezuela, and they were in Venezuelan waters, and the Ghana coaster there told them, listen, you are illegally in the Venezuelan territorial waters. So of course the question was asked, who could speak Spanish? So of course one fellow put up his hand and said, I. And then of course he started. He said, Ayos, Esos, Fromos, Trinidados, Ayos, Wazos, Hieris, Yesterdays. Yeah, and the calypso went there along that line. So it was pretty hilarious. So he didn't expect that. I never gave him that one. So he laughed because he thought I ran out. So he laughed yes. Ayos, Fromos, Trinidados, Neos, Iosos, Hieros, Yesterdays. Yeah, well, of course, he didn't do justice, and they had to get locked up because he said he could speak Spanish, and he was speaking Spanish in that way. All right, that means people. I trust that you had a wonderful time.
One more thing, what's your name, Mother?
I will get it. I will get it, and we'll try to play it on the next occasion.
I need to see that.
All right, yeah, because I don't think I'll find it immediately because it was so long ago. But that is a real song that was a comedy kind of put together in order to elicit or solicit a laugh. And we got that very much so from Joshua because he never heard it before.
One more thing I want to say. Friday,
Go ahead, quickly.
Friday
Yes.
was a concert. Everybody had to sing.
Oh yeah, what you sang, and give us a little piece of what you sang now.
I sang Congo.
Congo, let's say it.
Uh,
We started with that tune. It wasn't by accident. Notice that. That's why we said, of course, tonight's theme is, of course, we have to save the children. But go ahead.
I can't remember the song.
So you want me to play a piece of it for you before you? All right.
I remember it, but I don't say.
Well, sing it, now, man. I can't sing, but I just try.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's sing along, or you can talk the words. Why is it playing? So he'll try to repeat the words whilst it is being played in the background.
Yeah, I remember it.
Go ahead.
I remember it too.
You want to take it off or?
Yeah, take it off.
All right. But boy, he's taking the deep dive. He's gonna sing it without the background music. Go ahead.
Every time parent season comes along. No, I'm singing it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't sing it.
Yeah, every time parents come along, what?
Every time parent season comes along, day and night I hearing the same old song. I pick up my quattro to go with the boys. As I hit the door, you start making noise. This year I staying home with you. I'm trying something new.
All right.
The chores done.
All right. No. I think people give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. I think he did well. Yeah.
So they all
Yeah.
want to embarrassing my man.
No. I think he did well.
Anyways, let me just say what I want to say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The standard fours, however,
Uh-huh.
the teacher had something else in mind because it wasn't like anything. That was the best in out of all the everything.
So it was a competition, like the different classes were singing different Christmas songs. Is that so? Or how the organization was?
No, it was just like that. What the standard four.
They performed the best. That's what you say. All right. No problem. What song they performed?
Please talk, please. I can please talk.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This thing, not trying far. You know the Jim Carrey song?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
All right. We will look at it on the next occasion when you're here. Alright.
That song that you was playing, it wasn't it? That song that you was playing, wasn't it? It's saying it's Christmas again. The song that it was is Come Go.
Oh, Come Go. I see. All right. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I can get it. Come Go. All right. Let's see. C-O-M-E?
Yeah. Come Go.
Come Go.
Get him. You don't really need to say Christmas, you know, when someone's Come Go.
No. You have to do it in order to make sure that it. Otherwise, it'll be all kind of thing.
Well, it wouldn't.
I should say by Barong. You have to put in all that kind of information. Otherwise, that could be all over the world.
You can't just say Come Go by Barang. You say Come Go, let's.
All right. That's all right.
Oh,
We get it. We have it. All right. Let's see All right. So maybe you'd want to sing along?
Every time
Go ahead, sing along, sing along. Man, look, let's go to here. Yes, people, of course, we have come to the end of tonight's program. Have a wonderful rest of the night. God bless. Come go, let's go, let's go, let's go, Joshua, let's go, let's go.
every time when I come home from Paris, you accusing me for having outside woman. And when I deny, you swell up your mouth. You really know what parang is about. So while you so indeed hurting, I go do the
Don't forget, people, of course, we'll put up a notice tomorrow and whatever other days that we will not be on air. Both, of course, the corridor transformation and the ground report, of course, we will be elsewhere. A place, of course, we cannot disclose at this point in time. Thank you, of course. Don't forget that this is the commencement of our Christmas program. Those of you who would wish, of course, to contribute to our Christmas hamper initiative, well, call Annie at the number streaming across your screen, or you can call me directly, 337-6940. We will, of course, be only too glad to take your contribution. Don't forget that the number to call Annie at is, of course, 336-6594, 336-6594. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of the night.